What's going on, everybody? Do you like to eat bee? And welcome to Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. Now, first of all, before I get into the video, I just want to apologize for the slow upload frequency. It's a bit of a long story there, so check the description if you'd like to know more. I'll also explain later on in the video as well. So anyways, this is Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. It's a real-time strategy Star Wars game based off of Age of Empires 2. Runs on the same game engine, called the Genie engine. Game's just shy of 2 decades old. It was first released in November of 2001. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start a regular game today. I'll just walk you through how the game works here. So, I'm going to play as the Rebel Alliance, and the enemy faction is going to play as the Galactic Empire. I'm going to select red for my team color. Okay, and we can also pick what kind of location we want to play the game in for the map. Like if we want to have a desert that's specifically themed after Tatooine, we've got parameters here to pick Tatooine. I'm going to pick today to play on Yavin 4, and I'm going to have the map size as normal, 6-player, moderate difficulty, population cap of 150 for my civilization. And victory is only through conquest, so we have to defeat all enemy players in order to win. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into it. Every time you start up a new game with a certain civilization, it'll play that faction's like little musical riff. Alright, so let's get going. I start out here with 3 workers and 1 scout. The scout's really useful for navigating the map quickly and exploring, helping reveal unexplored terrain. I've got these 3 workers here. I'm going to put 2 of them to work building shelters for my civilization. And that will allow me to quickly build up my population here. Because each prefab shelter I've got here will give me 5 more units that I can produce and support. Okay. Got my scout moving around the map. Gonna be exploring some. They're set to group 1. Oh, nice. Off the bat, I already discovered some animals here. So these are nerfs here, and they're useful little animals for getting food over time. You can kill them and quickly get lots of food from them all at once. Or you can, what I prefer to do is build an animal nursery here. And what I can do with that is store the nerfs in the animal nursery where they will live, thankfully, forever in there, and they can produce food for as long as needed. At a slower rate, of course, than basically harvesting their meat straight up. But it is a good alternative to getting long-term food sources. Okay, I got a new worker here that's built at my command center, so I'm gonna send that worker to go and harvest some carbon along with my friend here. Alright, I got these 2 workers over here. Alright, I got my animal nursery built, so I'm gonna put my nerfs in there. Put these 2 workers to work harvesting the Muja fruit bush. Now I've got 4 workers total harvesting carbon, so soon I'll be able to build a farm processing center. A food processing center, really. I'm going to keep my scout moving around the map here while that goes down. I've got the gameplay speed set to slow today because if it was at fast, way too much would be going on for me to really for me to be able to keep up with what was happening. So I've got it set to slow. Normally I'll usually play on slow speed anyway. So yeah, I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video. I've just been really busy with stuff in real life. I've had a lot of family stuff that went on. For me, really though, the biggest thing that prevented me from filming more videos was honestly just I had a lot of setup issues. My first 2 videos that I did were all right, but the issue I was really having was that my setup was not as good as I wanted it to be, and the issue is, really, I live in a very loud house, so I needed to get a quiet space to record my videos, because the first 2 videos I recorded while my parents were away on a family trip to see relatives in Texas. So I have to I had to find a good place to record videos after they return, because whenever anyone else is home, it's just too loud in my house for me to record videos without tons of noise bleeding through. Okay, let's see here. Alright, I can build a few more workers. Let me get that done. Okay, so I can make 2 workers. That's good. And I can build a farm here. Well, it's not a farm, but a food processing center, which is exactly what I need. Alright, so I got more workers. Got more workers coming in. But yeah, so I spent about half a week and 20 hours worth of work cleaning up my room completely so I could use it for recording videos. I've got a really nice setup now with my old computer desk from when I was a kid. I've got it totally cleaned up, got rid of tons of clutter. Sadly, I don't have a before photo, but I'm going to put the photo on the screen of how it looks now. I'm just really happy with how clean it is, and it feels so good to have a clean room, honestly. So yeah, now I'm able to record all my videos in my room, rather than downstairs on my dining room table, which is a lot nicer, because I have a lot more freedom now with... Oh wow! I stumbled across the enemy base already. Oh, that's crazy. Nice. That's crazy. Man, look at that. Yeah, so the enemy base is right here. They got tons of workers all there trying to build stuff. And the nice thing is, the way the AI works in the game, I can disrupt their ability to build by walking up to them as they are building something and shoot them. And if they get shot at while they're building a building, they will self-destruct the building, opting to not build it at all. So this is actually a really good strategy for me here to help disrupt the enemy's building capabilities. And they can't really hit me very well at Tech Level 1 with lasers that can't track on their structures. But I need to move off from the enemy base for now, so at least I know where the Empire's units are. So I know where to expect them to come from. Right now, I need to go and get these 2 new workers I got over here, assign them to farming those fruit bushes I got. Alright, I'm gonna make, 2 more workers. I can actually go and assign all my other workers here to work in the corner. I can build a carbon processing center. Let's get that built there. And that way they'll all have a remote depot at which to deposit the carbon they harvest from the trees. So yeah, anyways, I've got a really good setup now. I'm really happy with it. Hopefully the audio quality of my microphone is really good too. I actually got a really nice new microphone off Amazon called the Fifine. I think it's Case 669. It's really nice. It was only like $28. And for the price and the quality of it, from the reviews I saw, it's pretty unbeatable, so I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, it's not a top, studio level mic, but top of the line studio level mic, but it's still quite good, and it suits my needs. It sure knocks the ball out of the park compared to my previous microphone. My previous microphone was not that great. I mean, it was alright, but it wasn't good enough for my needs. Alright, so got a lot of the map explored. We're finding a bunch of abandoned ancient Masasi temples here, which were a staple in Star Wars lore of this long-lost civilization that once lived on Yavin 4. So yeah, I'm gonna keep moving around the map, exploring. Let me go back to my base. Alright, I got 2 new workers here. Let's go ahead and put them to work with my carbon workers. Let me keep exploring. But yeah, so my setup is all fixed now. I'm really happy with it. Other things too were keeping me from recording as well. I mean, I don't mean to make excuses, of course, for the fact that I haven't had a video in a while, because I mean, life happens, but at the same time, I am sorry that I haven't been able to get content out. But hopefully, I'm gonna try to stick to a good solid schedule now of a new video every Saturday at noon. So hopefully that's the schedule I can stick to. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, Alright, finding a bunch of trees, just finding nothing but trees so far, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm glad I know now that the Empire is over here, building here, because that lets me know where to expect them to arrive from. I think I'm gonna actually get my swoop bike to come back to my base now. See if we can slowly head back. Gonna go ahead and... Oh, can I go to tech level 2? No, I can't go to tech level 2 yet, but that's okay. So yeah, this game is a strategy game where you basically build up your own little empire on a map, and you conquer enemy bases, and yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the game. It's fairly simple, but at the same time, even though it's simple, it's a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed playing this game for so many years. I just have nothing but positive things to say about this game, aside from the fact that it's very old and the graphics are quite dated, which of course, you know, a lot of people wouldn't like, but for me, I actually kind of enjoy the kind of 2001 style graphics. They just have a certain charm to them. Yeah, hopefully this video does well. It's the first non-Team Fortress 2 video I've done on my channel so far. I've been wanting to do games like this and other old games that I enjoyed from my childhood. But if y'all have any other game suggestions that you'd like to see me play, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to check them out. I can't make any promises that I'll always play the game requested, because there are exceptions for what games I will play. And I'll go into that later, of course, if anyone requests some games to play. But, so yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And yeah. Alright, I'm actually going in the opposite direction of where I wanted to go. Let me check back on my base real quick. Okay, so I got a new worker here. Let's send this worker to harvest more fruit bushes. I'm gonna research basic training real quick for my R2-D2 worker units here. So yeah, right at the moment, we're just getting more and more resources for our base. I got this lone carbon collector over here. I'm actually going to send him over here and see if I can get some sentry posts built to help warn me if the Empire attacks my base.
Give me an excuse to speak.
So yeah, my brother would love to be able to play this game too as well, but he's just so busy with his own life, you know, and he's got a lot on his plate, so I'm playing this game for him, you know, and of course for myself and for y'all as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this round goes. I've got the enemy set on only moderate difficulty, but I'm trying to pause the game as little as I can, so it means I'm gonna have to use my time in the match as wisely as possible. Oh, okay, sweet, good. We've got some ore deposits up here. I'm gonna build a sentry post right up here so I can know what's up here. Alright, let's get some more workers built. We need a good base of workers before we advance to the next tech level in the game. Alright, got one sentry post built over here. Let's go build another. Yeah, this game isn't as action-oriented as other games might be, but of course, that's simply the nature of strategy games, of course. This is a pretty casual game, really. I'm gonna have to build a lot of sentry posts here because my base seems to be pretty exposed to the south. There's not much natural terrain to protect me, it seems. Okay, looks like my population centers have reached capacity, so I need to go ahead and build more prefab shelters. Let me go do that real quick. Slap one down there. One down there. Let's put one there. Alright, I'm gonna put down a power core as well, because it's time I get some power going. Ooh, what did I... Oh, okay, I captured another Masasi temple here. That's nice to know. I got a bunch of unexplored space there on the map, but that's okay, I'll come back to it later. I just need to get back to my base with my scout at the moment. I'm gonna swoop by the... swoop by, yeah, no pun intended, because he's on a swoop bike, but I'm gonna swoop by the enemy base again as well, and see how they're doing right now. Based on their overall faction score at the moment, right down in the lower right-hand corner, they seem to be doing quite well. They're a bit ahead of me, about 200 points ahead. But early on, it doesn't mean too much, but it can become a problem around tech level 2 or 3 in the game, because by then they may have so many military units built up that if they do decide to attack my base, I won't have much of a means to defend myself. So I need to be ready if the enemy decides to attack. Man, I'm still not listening to myself. I'm going in the completely wrong direction of where I ought to be going. Let me just go ahead and get this scout back to my base. I'm gonna... Okay, good. I've got enough food now to where I can advance to the next tech level in the game. Basically, the tech levels are like hurdles through which your civilization has to pass in order to start researching better equipment, better technologies, and upgrades for your troops and units and buildings as well. Like, you can upgrade your movement speed for troops in the troop center when you reach a certain tech level. You can upgrade the build speed at which workers build. You can upgrade the firing range for ships and mechs as well in like the war center. Okay, so I got 2 workers out here that I've set up to build sentry posts. Let me go ahead and get more sentry posts built. And these sentry posts are going to be important for me because they'll let me have an early warning if the Empire decides to attack. I need to be able to know early on in case an attack starts coming my way, because then it'll give me some time to prepare. Alright, so my scout is back at the base now. That's good. Let's have him navigate the surrounding immediate area for anything I might have missed earlier. I want to be able to know the terrain around my base, so that if the enemy does attack, I can know where they'll be attacking from, most likely. Yeah, this game was quite a pain to record, sadly, for a while. It took me... This is only getting recorded now after over a week and a half of attempts on my part to get the game to record properly, because normally Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds is just such an old game, and it runs on an old rendering method called direct draw, which most modern recording programs on Windows and whatnot don't use it anymore. They don't support it. So if a game renders its graphics using direct draw, you can't record footage of that game. But there was a community-made mod for Galactic Battlegrounds called the Expanding Fronts mod. It was made by a lot of dedicated fans of the game, and they fixed a lot of technical issues with the game, with the direct draw recording issues being one of them. So thankfully now, I'm able to record this footage, and I can even play the game in high resolution, which the original game here, in fact, I'll show you. The original game only allowed a max resolution for your screen on the game as 1280 by 1024 resolution, which is pretty lousy, really. But luckily now, I'm recording this in a beautiful 1920 by 1080 resolution on the game. The menus, though... Oh, there's the enemy scout. I'm going to attack him. I'm going to get my scout to follow the Empire scout. Hopefully, I can destroy him so he doesn't get to explore the whole map. It'll give my scout a good way to keep moving as well. So now I'm ready for tech level 2. Let me research that. Okay, so I got 2 nerfs here. It looks like I'm about to run out of a farming source. So I'm gonna have 2 of my R2D2 bots here to build farmland, which costs 50 carbon each, which is okay. It's not too much. It's fairly cheap. And that'll provide me with a good, steady food source, but it does require a continuous supply of carbon to be sustained, but that's okay. Alright, good. I'm gonna have 3 farm plots here to build. I'm gonna build 2 troop centers, actually, because I really could use a troop center. Alright, so I'm building 2 troop centers. Got tech level 2 being researched. Let's check how my scout is doing in pursuing the enemy scout. Alright, so I got my scout chasing down the Imperial scout here. He's got 42 out of 60 health. I sound almost like a sports commentator. Yeah, I think I'm gonna break off the pursuit now. because my scout has better things to do than waste his time pursuing that scout. He'll take all day shooting at him, and he won't be able to do much. So I'm just going to keep exploring this empty part of the map here, have it hollowed out so I know where everything is. Hopefully I can find some Jedi holocrons as well. If you're unfamiliar with what holocrons are in the Star Wars universe, they're basically they're portrayed as serving a variety of uses in Star Wars, but mainly they're used as recording devices for sacred Jedi texts, I believe. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on that if we got any Star Wars fans watching this. So let me know in the comments if I got something wrong about that. Alright, we're at tech level 2 now, researching a lot of new stuff. I'm focusing on food production at the moment because I need to get as many workers as I can, as quickly as I can. Alright, so... Oh my! We got a Wampa attacking my worker over here. Let's go and take care of that. Come on, get over there, second builder. Help him out. Oh, I don't think I researched... Did I research basic training yet at my command center? Oh, no, I don't think I did yet, but I'm already researching upgraded motivator. And you know what? If I can't kill the Gundark, that's okay. I'll probably lose this worker in... Actually, no, I probably won't lose the worker. Yep. Gundark's gonna die. Okay, good. So, my worker there survived just barely. I'm repairing him. Alright, got 2 troop centers built here. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and start building defenses, actually, for my base. Let's see. Okay, it looks like this is actually the best route here. If I can build a chokehold here with my walls, I can quickly keep the enemy out of my space. So I'm gonna send these workers all down here, and they're all gonna start building a magnificent wall together. We need to build a wall, and it's got to be built quickly. Unfortunately, though, because of the elevation, the wall's gonna look totally butchered, but that's okay, because it'll still function in the end, even if it doesn't look pretty. Let me get back to my scout here, keep him moving. So yeah, this game is quite relaxed compared to other games like Team Fortress 2. Obviously, it is a strategy game, so it will be paced a bit differently. But it's still a lot of fun to me. If y'all think it's fun, let me know if you'd like to see more videos of this game. If you would like to see different games instead, let me know in the comments as well. Be sure to like this video as well if you enjoy this. I'd love to know what y'all want exactly and what kind of games you'd like to see me play. Because there's a lot of games I'd really love to record myself playing on the channel here. I already got a lot of ideas. Most of them, though, are games I've played already, so if y'all have games that I may have not played before, I mean, I suppose it's unfair to assume that anyone would know what I want to play, like as if you could read my mind. I know you can't, but... If there's any games that you really enjoy, that you'd like to see me play, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely check those out. I can't promise I'll play them, but I'll definitely check them out and see if they're worth playing. Because there are exceptions for games I'll play, but I'm not going to get into that now. That's a lengthy discussion that can be had for later. Alright, so exploring the rest of the map here. We're starting to build a little wall here. I'm going to get some troops built at our troop center here. Going to use one troop center to upgrade to regular troopers. Got 10 trooper recruits getting recruited there. I'm gonna research sensor beacon at my command center. Okay, so far, farm's looking good. And Captain Lennox, the Imperial officer, has gotten to tech level 2 for his factions. So, congrats to him, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and build the gate for my faction's base here. Okay, let's see if there are any funky spots that need to be built in. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see how everything is being arranged here on this elevation. So it looks like some spots are filled in for the wall, but in fact they might not be at all. So I'm gonna have to fill those in as best I can. I guess I'll just be basically overkilling it with the wall here, but that's alright. Overkill is fine in keeping out the Imperial forces. Alright, so I got 4 troopers here. I'm going to set both my troop centers here to deploy all troops to the wall here. And that should be a good start. Alright. So we got troopers marching out. And the expanding fronts mod is really cool. It adds a lot of new little features to the game. Like right now, it added troop marching sounds as they march out. You can hear their gear moving as they walk. Yeah, that just sounds really cool to me, because I've played this game for over 10 years, probably 12 years really, and 12, 14, 15 years actually, and it's just really cool to finally, after all these years, to see the game modified in this way. The Expanding Fronts is just such a great mod. And not just sound effects it adds, or resolution enhancements, it also adds a lot of new content, like, it actually adds capital ships, and you can have space battles in custom scenarios, which for me is really cool because that wasn't something that could be done before on Battlegrounds. So yeah, I'm really liking this so far. This is a really cool mod. It's really nice to be able to finally record this too, because trying to record this game has been quite a pain in the neck. Alright, I got 10 more troops being recruited there at my other troop center. I'm gonna get some more workers built here. So far, our food production base is looking good. I'm gonna get another farm going. Actually, let me build that out to the side of it. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna actually repurpose this farmer here to harvest carbon, so I can clear up some land here. I want to clear up this land in this corner for more farms near the food center. Alright, let's see. Got idle workers. Let's put them to work. Alright. I'm going to start building... Oh, I can't build turrets yet. Okay. I'm going to send these workers back. I'm going to send them to... Actually, first, I can still build a sentry post. So let's build a sentry post along the wall. The Empire will probably send troops to demolish those sentry posts, but that's okay. I'm gonna build some more prefab shelters along the way as well. Let's do that. Yeah, I really want to build turrets, but I don't have enough resources at the moment to do that. I need a lot of more ore. I've got 2 new workers here. I'm gonna put them to work harvesting some ore right here. These purple crystals you see are ore deposits. So we're gonna get right on that. I hope I'm not talking too much or too fast in this video. Let me know in the comments if I am. I'll try to keep the pace of my voice down a bit if I can. I mean, of course I can. It's just, I forget, you know. Okay. I'm gonna build a ore center there. Got a farm going up. Let's queue another farm. Yeah, so we're all out of carbon now, but that's okay. We got one. Yeah, I think just one forager left there working on that last fruit bush. And then once he's done with that, I can then build a farm in that spot, so that's good. So far the Empire hasn't showed up yet to our wall. And that's a good thing, really. I'm glad that they are not giving us any problems. So I'm going to go ahead and have these workers I got up here to harvest some carbon nearby. That should be a good use of their time. Let's see, can I build? Okay, good. They've got a carbon center put down there. They're gonna build it. So I got like, what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I got about 20 soldiers here. Got a good sized force built up. I'm wondering if I can actually end the match earlier than expected by simply attacking the enemy earlier than they would anticipate. But I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to wait till my forces are built up a little more, maybe attack at tech level 3 or so. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead, get harvesting on some ore. I need a lot more workers. Let's get some more workers going. Yeah, 10 workers is probably a bit overkill, but I need them. I really need the units. We need to get our construction capacity upped. I'm trying to pause the game as little as possible so the AI can try to keep up with me. And they, in fact, according to their score, they are way ahead of me still at 21,000 points. I'm only at around just under 16,000. So, not 16, sorry. They're at 2,100. I am at 1,600. So yeah, those points are basically your civilization's or team's score, and it shows how much overall that your civilization is doing to do well in the game. So right now, according to the game, the Empire's side, run by Captain Lennox under the computer, is a bit ahead of me in terms of their civilization. But somehow, considering I've walled them in here and I got an army of soldiers right on the border ready to attack if they decide to attack, I think I have the upper hand at the moment. They almost look like British redcoats just standing there. It's kind of funny looking at them. Yeah, don't y'all see it? They look like redcoats to me. Alright, so we got 3 more workers here. Let's go and send these 3 workers to harvest these Nova Crystals over here. Nova Crystals are quite valuable in the game as well, because they're used for building ships, constructing heavy weapons, recruiting Jedi, that sort of thing. Or over here, the purple crystals that my other workers are harvesting, they are good for heavily armored buildings like fortresses. They're good for walls and turrets, so they're quite useful. I'm actually going to double down more on my ore production because I really need to. Oh, and look, there's that enemy scout. Okay, I still got my last scout, so I'm going to send him back to chase down that Imperial scout. Hopefully I can take him out. That kind of rhymed. Alright, I'm actually also going to build a war center. A war center is quite a useful building early on. It is used for researching technology for your faction, particularly for troop centers like I've got here. And it can also upgrade the units from there and from mech factories and ships and fighters from the air bases as well. We're not quite yet to the level where we can build air bases just yet for our faction, but we can get there if we keep going, because that's all at tech level 3. We're only at tech level 2 at the moment, but we'll get there. Alright, let's see. I'm going to build... Did I build a spaceport there? I don't... Let's see, what is that? Okay, that's a mech factory. I want to build a spaceport now. And a spaceport will let me trade resources in with just the computer in general. Computer in the game in general. So that way I can exchange some carbon for Nova Crystals, or I can exchange Nova Crystals for ore. And the main thing I always use it for is to get more ore quickly if I'm in an emergency situation where I need it. Because I often am there. But yeah. Alright, so we got about 346 carbon. No, 346 ore. I'm gonna need a little more if I can get some turrets built up. So I'm actually kind of running out of time here for this episode, but I'm gonna see if I can get some turrets and other things built at my border here. Alright. Got a lot more workers coming out. It's gonna go ahead and reconstitute this forager to work as a farmer. That's very good. I'm actually gonna build a farm up here as well. We've got a lot of open space up here. Let's put it to good use. Lots of open land. We got little horse lizard-like animals called eopes. I think that's how they're pronounced. Eope, something like that. But yeah, they're a useful food source as well, but I'm not going to mess with them. You know, protect the wildlife. Okay, so far we're doing really good. Our faction hasn't come under attack yet from Captain Lennox of the Galactic Empire. I'd say he's going really easy on us. In fact, I kind of just want to go in and see what they're doing with my army. But I don't know if I'm really ready for that yet. Alright, so I got all these new buildings built here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can build a... Can I build a Jedi temple? I could build a Jedi temple, but it probably wouldn't be very useful for now. So I'm just gonna... Let's see. No, it looks like I've got all buildings built. Alright, I think... Am I ready yet? Okay, I think... Yes, I'm ready for tech level 3, so let's go to tech level 3. I need to get there. I'm gonna send these other workers over here to harvest more carbon. Actually, no, we need more food badly. Let's get more food. What is this guy doing? My farmer over here, he built the farm, but he didn't build the food processing center. So now, he's just sitting there, going all the way back to the command center and not depositing it right next to him where it should be. But yeah. So yeah, things are looking really good so far. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next video. Hopefully Captain Lennox here will give us a shot and try attacking us. Alright, so anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below in the comments if you would like to see more videos like this, or if you have any other suggestions for how I can improve my videos, or any other games you'd like to see me play. As always, I want you to know God loves you, and do you like to eat bee?